everybody? It's your boy King Gabe.
And this is Queen Tina.
And to be talking like this, it can only mean one thing. Say, of course, it is 4th of July, but also that means that just coincidentally on the 4th of July, we're bringing another Mommas movie. What's up?
I wonder what will it be this time.
Well, according to the thumbnail that they probably clicked on, baby boo, I say the sequel to Big Mama. Big Mama's House there. Big Mama's House 2. Of course, there is one special thing. One special thing about this movie. It's kind of a coincidence here. A lot of y'all that's probably watching this probably by now, if you or maybe you might have, but most people that have most people watching that have probably at least by this point seen the trailer for Barbie. The Barbie movie that's supposed to be, I think it's the 27th this month.
I think it's July 21st.
21st, okay. Yeah, so, yeah, but, and you said, well, what's the irony about that? You're talking about Martin Lawrence and the Big Mama House movie. Well, just imagine if Martin Lawrence's Big Mama had a crossover with Barbie and her family. You get Big Mama's House too. Or I guess apparently more so Barbie and Ken are the cameos in her movie. Guess it's more like that, sort of like how Batman was a cameo in Superman.
Well, if Barbie and Ken from another universe were middle-aged.
And had a family.
Yes.
Yep, 2 daughters and 1 little boy. Yep, and let's just say each of those girls each of those girls and the son have some interesting stuff about them going on there.
Well, and interesting personalities out of the ordinary.
Pretty much, yeah. And again, it is Barbie's family, so guess that's kind of to be expected.
Yes.
As well as if you know there's Barbie, you know Ken's got to be there. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm just saying from observation. I'm not just. Of course, you know my baby's still mine. Yeah. But Barbie was looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Just saying from observation. You know.
Talk about the lady who looks like Barbie in the movie. Mm-hmm. Even though she's not, she just looks like Barbie. The way she dresses and the way her hair looks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Which, but that does tell me one thing. As Johnny Bravo would say about the ladies he meet, next year I'm gonna go from a gorgeous queen to a gorgeous hot mama. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Except she ain't gonna flip me down like Johnny.
Or throw you.
Yeah.
If I would throw you, I'd just throw you in a swimming pool. At least you'll feel refreshed in there.
Yep. And before we go into this review, as refreshing as that would be, as well as that cool drink of water, you know, it'd be also good to eat with that refreshment.
Let me guess, Cool Ranch Doritos?
Well, yes, but that's a snack. I'm talking about a meal which you might not have much room for a snack after eating this meal from King's Barbecue. Yeah, that's what our today's review is sponsored by the King himself, King Arthur Williams over there, Hearn Avenue. They serving up his barbecue over here in Shreveport. Matter of fact, he's actually adding some stuff over to his shack there. So we are gonna get some new footage. We're gonna probably use recycle the footage again for this one, but we will be getting some new footage for another King's Egg, because he gonna sponsor another one down the road, because he's gonna have like a grand opening for his place. So he's in the process of getting it built and stuff. Add more to his shack there to make it more grand, you know. Not only is he gonna be selling barbecue and not only ribs and turkey legs and all that, but he's also gonna be selling snow cones, of course. We mentioned that, and some nachos, which not yours.
Not your nachos.
That'll make you want them more. somebody tell you that's not yours, that make you want them more, doesn't it?
Are they gonna be better than Taco Bell?
Knowing King, knowing King, I would think so. Shoot, ain't no telling how he probably gonna make them nachos there, but hey, I go there when he starts serving them. I'm definitely gonna try some now.
Yeah.
you know me, you know me. I try some nachos, especially I'm going. Ooh, excuse me. I guess I may have ate over there.
What's next? He gonna do some Mexican food too, like tacos and burritos and maybe chimichangas and enchiladas.
Hey, you never know. never know what'll come out of the King Shack there. Yep, never know, but you do. But and to say, regardless of the extras, he definitely gonna keep you supplied with barbecue there. Yep, so he gonna have you some good eating for this holiday season. Hop on over there, say probably get you some barbecue there over on the weekends there. Yep, definitely have yourself ready for the 4th. Yep. So, as for the 4th, Big Mama 2, everybody. So, of course, the movie starts off. We get introduced to our cameos in Big Mama's universe. Looks like Ken and Barbie are in some trouble. Now, of course, they're not actually Ken and Barbie.
I came up with that joke.
Yes, she did. That was the first thing she noticed when Leah came out. That's the wife's name. That's her real name, Leah. And
the guy's name,
Tom Fuller.
Tom Fuller.
Yes, they are the Fullers.
It's like Barbie and Ken in another universe. If they did have a last name, and their last name is Fuller in another universe.
Yep.
You never know if Barbie and Ken have other universes outside their own universe. They might have various last names.
Well, considering how they have different types of Barbies, yeah, I would think there'd be a Barbie multiverse. Now, I don't know. Like I said, don't mean to get off track, but I don't know what they're gonna do with the new movie. We're gonna probably go see it, but yeah, you never. Like I say, in my opinion, I would think there'd be a Barbie multiverse.
Yes, with a lot of them.
Yeah,
and to avoid confusion, they should all get last names.
Yep. Well, we'll find out when we go see how they're gonna do it there. Yep. So yeah. Leah Barbie and Tom Ken. You know how they always do, like sometimes they'll have tour guys Barbie, different Barbie.
Yeah.
I got Christina Barbie here. I got Christina. And nobody gets her but me. Okay, so apparently there's some trouble going on with mostly on the hubby's end, yay. And to say before you say no, hubby's not a bad guy or anything. He's he's a good dude. But yeah, apparently his people that he working with ain't so good. Yeah.
He's just a victim of circumstance.
Pretty much, as we will find out. So we get a little insight on on a little conversation between him and his associates. Then we cut over to Malcolm, of course.
And we thought he's going to be on a big mission.
The way they were
the background looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder what his big mission is.
Well, it turns out he's working with public relations as Goldie the Safety Eagle for recruiting junior investigators. Okay, I understand giving kids, a chance at different careers early in their early age and everything, but it's kind of an odd choice there, at least for Malcolm anyway. But Okay, Goldie the safety eagle then.
I don't know why would they name him Goldie. When I think of the name Goldie, I think of a goldfish, a female goldfish. They should call, maybe they should call the eagle maybe Brave.
Well, because the eagle's majestic and everything.
Yes. Or Leo.
They could. No, Leo would be more what they would name a lion, like Leo the lion. Say maybe Everest.
Everest.
Yeah, like Mount Everest, kind of. Eagles perch up on mountains and stuff.
Yeah. If it was a female, if it was a female eagle, it'll be called Liberty.
Oh yeah.
After Statue of Liberty.
Liberty.
Or maybe George the Eagle.
George and another thing.
Or Lincoln.
Okay, that could. I was about to say Justice, but okay, we can
Justice Eagle. That might work.
It's Justice to say. It's Justice the Freedom Eagle. Or Justice the Safety Eagle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course they go with Goldie though. Yeah, And yeah, there's an accident where he sets himself on fire by mistake, and of course some of Trent's friends for some reason are calling him a chicken. Like, is that your wearing chicken soup?
And Trent is sort of embarrassed.
Yeah, and even he's saying chickens. I'm like, okay, maybe it does look funny of him in a costume and everything in general, but can you at least get your birds right?
Not your birds, but also your vision.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, an eagle, a chicken. Eagle.
I bet Trent keeps saying chicken just to annoy his stepdad, even though his stepdad's not in the mood. He just want to annoy him.
I would one thing I would definitely tell straight up from the beginning. Don't ever be calling me no chicken, because chickens are female.
Not even a figure of speech. After you lost something or lose something.
Nah, I see. I know. There's the.
Or being weak.
Oh no. There's a roosters. Roosters are the male, cock-a-doodle-doo, and they have female chickens. Yeah. So that's how it goes, people. And yeah, big difference between those and big majestic eagles. them things are fierce.
I know eagles are vicious.
Oh yeah. When you threaten one, yeah, they will attack.
Especially if you take one of their eggs.
Yeah.
Or interrupt their territory.
Oh yeah,
they are territorial.
Yep. Yep. So we also see that, of course, they're supposed that Malcolm and Sherry are about to have a baby, because Sherry's pregnant and about to pop probably within the next month or so. And they're talking about all the different plans and stuff, kid playroom, minivan, stuff like that.
I bet deep in his mind he's not ready for this. In his mind.
Kind of, sort of there. I mean, he's trying to go, but yeah, obviously there is something that, like for instance, baby, I can deal with a playroom, but I ain't driving no minivan. Well, where are we gonna put a baby in that Porsche? It's got a trunk.
What? A trunk?
Seriously?
Okay. I know in real life you cannot put no baby in no trunk. It would lead to. I know it would lead to arrest and lawsuits.
I would, as I say, if I was able to, I'd play the clip. But Matilda's parents.
Yes.
Yeah, when they had her in the back of the car, pretty much like the trunk, and she was going all over the place in it, as they were just driving through. Yeah. However, the trunk of this car that they were talking about would probably be worse.
Because there's no open air in there.
And it's
or
small.
Windows.
And it's small.
And it's completely dark when you close it.
Yep. Yeah. Unless only Only person I guess would probably enjoy that trunk would be this person we saw on YouTube once. I think it was a 13-year-old.
Yes.
Back when COVID was going on, was real big and everything, and news reporters say that the mother kept her son in the trunk to avoid people something involving avoiding the COVID or something like that. But she put her son in the trunk. And when they opened the trunk for him to come out, he comes out saying, "It's a wonderful time, it's a wonderful time, it's a wonderful time."
What? It's like he enjoyed the trunk?
If I was in the trunk and if I was put up in the trunk, probably kidnapped or something, boy, man, somebody get me out of there.
You be screaming?
Get me out of here! Get me out of here! or the fact that somebody let me out. Oh, what a relief! I'm out. I'm free. I'm free.
Don't get me started in the scene of Suicide Squad when Captain Boomerang was in a sack, and when he came out of the sack, he punched one of the prison guards. After being in that sack for too long.
Well, you put him in a sack? Yeah, I can see why he'd be upset.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd be upset too.
Or any other place that makes you feel claustrophobic.
Yep, pretty much. well, of course they got more time to discuss that there. However, it looks like there's some changes happening at Malcolm's job. Yeah, because of the fact that he's public relations. Yeah, he's not on field agent duty at the moment there,
due to his wife's pregnancy.
Right, and of course they brought in a younger him.
A young buck.
Hey, this is all my stuff. He kicked me out of my office. And coincidentally, there's a case that's just been brought up involving Doug, a guy named Doug Hudson, who actually was Malcolm's mentor. Malcolm wants in on it because, hey, this is personal, kind of. But, of course, they ain't going to let him in on that there. And, yeah, I have to say, I know some of you want to side on Martin's side because, well, hey, why not let him in? He wants to avenge his mentor. Yeah, it seems like that would be a good side to go on. But there's also it's not completely a one-sided deal here. His boss is also looking at the fact, dude, you're about to have a baby. I'm pretty sure your wife would want you in one piece.
Not only that, he also wants him to be there for his wife.
Exactly.
As well as his children.
Right. You wanted a destiny, now you got one.
as a public relations associate.
So I guess when he's not Goldie the safety eagle, he's probably answering phones or something like that, I guess.
It sounds like that's what a receptionist does.
Oh.
Answering telephones and stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not really up to date with the office positions here.
To be honest, I don't know what people in the office does.
Most. Yeah. Yeah, we too busy taking Clickless and Brody's orders.
Well.
Yep.
I know mostly office jobs involve sitting on a desk all day, sorting paperwork and answering telephones.
As they state in SpongeBob, business.
And talk to your co-workers around a water cooler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, the details, I guess that depends on what what the company is there.
Yes.
Yeah, as far as, I guess, what papers and all that you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you probably guess Malcolm's not going to take no for an answer. He's gonna sneak in.
He's taking matters into his own hands.
Oh, yeah. And by doing so, he finds out, apparently, the mission that Doug Hudson got killed on because he got too close. Well, apparently they're trying to find some criminals, terrorists that are trying to get is some type of worm that they planted where they can once it's uploaded, once they get it complete and uploaded, they can take a lot of data out of the FBI's data banks. Pretty much pull up anything they want on them, good or bad,
and alter it.
Yeah, or do who knows what with that. And now it's sort of think like in terms of, remember in the MCU, Captain America Winter Soldier, when Shield found out that they had been hacked by Hydra.
Yeah. And
at the end of the movie, Black Widow pretty much just, we'll just put us, we're already out there, so here's all the stuff you gotta know about us. And now the whole world knew about Shield and Hydra.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much that. Yeah. So yeah. So of course, how are we gonna? So if Doug Hudson wasn't able to succeed with this without having his life taken, how's Malcolm gonna get in this? Well, they need a nanny with the family of Tom Fuller. A nanny, you say?
So is Big Mama to the rescue.
It's funny how the music that they play for Big Mama sounds like they sort of took the Bill Cosby theme and changed it a little.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, and like originally.
And the way her entrance looked, it looked like something out of an 80s movie.
Oh yeah.
The way she entered the Fuller's house.
Oh.
With that slide.
Ooh, my.
Yes.
Big Mama in the house. Yep. And of course, there are 3 other young ladies that are trying to get the nanny position as well. Really nice ladies, don't get me wrong. Probably any one of them I think would have a shot at it. However, there is now it's not and of course they are also trying to be undercover. They're undercover agents too.
Well, one of them is an undercover agent.
Oh, one. Oh, I thought
one.
it was. Oh, okay. I thought it was all 3.
It's one.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So these other 2 that aren't undercover agents, I would. You guys, you 2 actually could have a pretty good chance in this type of field, and I mean, child study, development, everything. One advice I would give just to anyone in general, especially the youngins, when you're taking a job like a nanny, you want to make sure, you kind of cover up. Yeah, I mean, like I said, nothing wrong with nothing wrong with low cut stuff like that. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that they're bad to wear, but for a nanny position, yeah, that's some families, when they interview for nannies, some of them look at that kind of thing and they kind of would. Some of them will nitpick it. Not all of them, but some families will nitpick at that. Just saying, all depends on the family you're working on. But yeah, but just as a rule of thumb, just for any family, just kind of go like, especially being around the kiddies and stuff.
It could be business attire if you're applying for the nanny position.
Oh, you're for the interview, yes.
Yeah, it could be business attire.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Or what Big Mama's wearing.
Yeah, she
a
was.
basic dress that would cover your legs too.
Right. Yes.
Right to the length of your legs.
Yeah, that'd be a plus there.
Yeah.
Yep, and then of course you get the job, and you obviously gonna have casual wear, from day to day. 'Cause, I mean,
mainly just dress the part.
Right. Yeah. Unless now, if you want to do, day, from day to day, how like Jeffrey as the butler dresses in a suit every day.
Yeah.
Even though he's cleaning up stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's okay as long as you don't get your suit messed up.
Or your dress messed up.
Right. If you can make it work. If you can make it work, yeah, go. Yeah, you want to look extra nice every day. Yeah, go ahead.
And as long as it's not dry clean.
Oh yeah, yeah, because there's no, like I say, cleaning stuff like that. Yeah, you want to wear at least something machine washable.
Yes, when it comes to cooking and cleaning and dealing with children.
Right, because you never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, from day to day. There, anything is possible.
Yeah,
especially from babies to small kids. Yep, anything. So, just some rules of thumb. That's kind of what because obviously Big Mama is doing this so she could get the positioning and do the undercover job. The first two, that's first one, her dress is like really low cut.
Yes.
It's a nice dress, but yeah, it's really low cut for that type of job. He's like, I'm sure you, Miss Fuller, won't feel intimidated by a couple of perkies.
Oh.
Did I say something?
Like hint.
Mm-hmm. And then of course the other one, a little bit more covered up than the other, but then it was something on her fingers that she found. Yeah, this one kind of surprised me.
Like her fingers look sort of burnt, like she done something.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure of the story on that there. I'm just gonna leave that leave that to Big Mama there, cause
done something like she really enjoyed it. Enjoying herself while doing some type of recreation.
I suppose so. I guess maybe something that isn't in line with nanny work.
Yes.
Well, so 2 down. This third one, actually, now, like I said, of course, movie's got a movie. Big Mama's got to get the petition. If it wasn't for that, if this was the real world,
yes,
and Big Mama wasn't on the scene, this third one, I believe, would have got that job.
She would have.
Yeah, and she is the undercover agent because she even has a little button cam on her.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, so she's not sure how the button cam work, but it is a cool concept though.
Yeah.
I'm just curious of how that works though. Yeah. Of course, considering that the button cam is down here,
I prefer it on a necklace.
Yeah, or maybe she could wear some reading glasses and
yes.
Yeah, I mean, think about it, glasses.
Yes.
You never would expect glasses. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? So many people have used that line.
You want to hit a person with glasses?
Yeah, 2 of the funniest scenes. Adam West Batman. Wait, your glasses. Never hit a man with glasses. And Jackie Chan. You wouldn't hit the guy with glasses now, would you? So of course, how is Big Mama gonna get the position in past this one? Because, I mean, she got regular, she's covering up, child development studies and everything. She brought up something about crater theory and somebody else, which would she agree with, and when she chose, I think, the crater theory, is like, well, Crater's my butcher.
Oh. He
don't know nothing about raising no kids. So what else are you lying about? Yeah, I'm not completely sure I know all the stuff on what Big Mama pulled on that one. I'm confused like the lady that was watching all this. Oh, tell me this is not happening. I would tell you, but it is.
She's packing?
Yeah, oh yeah, and I get it. She's undercover. But yeah, in the interview, probably not the best time to be armed there.
Carrying a concealed weapon?
Yeah, man, if you're undercover as a nanny, you're an agent looking out for somebody, but like a female agent looking as a nanny too. Yeah, there's gotta be some other way they could, handle that there. I'm just saying, maybe that could, I don't know, maybe they could have explained that, like maybe a security. I'm not sure exactly how that would go over with that. You know, a nanny position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Big Mama gets it, and well, let's see around Mrs. Fuller's house. There, they got a dog, Pacho,
who is depressed after losing his special someone, which is his girlfriend.
That dog's got a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's still adorable.
Yeah, then I think Mrs. Fuller mentioned that it was something that happened. Yeah, and that he blames himself for it, as if makes me wonder: do they understand the dog? I mean, when I say understand the dog, I mean like, cause that sounds like if a person came and actually told me that, like if the dog spoke human.
It's like they sense the dog's feelings or see it in his eyes of how the dog really feels.
They must got some really good dog senses there. I'm just saying.
It's almost like understanding an infant.
Yeah, that's one way of looking at it there. And don't get me started with cats. You know how human they can get sometimes.
Oh yeah. When they be near you.
Oh yeah, like I remember my lady, I know y'all ain't gonna believe this, but when I had dreadlocks, lady that Miss Terry that used to do my dreadlocks, I was sitting waiting to get in the chair next, and I dozed off a bit. All of a sudden I felt something tapping on my shoulder, and it was her cat. Man, I looked up and I guess she realized, okay, he see me, hopped right in my lip, waiting to get scratched. Say,
wow.
Yeah, say.
And it was a beautiful cat.
Oh yeah.
I miss that cat.
Yeah. Well, of course, obviously we got kids to see. The youngest one, of course, is Andrew, little boy. Well, he doesn't talk much. He's only 2 years old. Okay,
But when he's on top of that bunk bed, he jumps down the bunk bed and drops on the floor like nothing fazed him. There's no tears or there's no cries or whines or anything.
Yeah.
He just keeps doing it. I know for a normal toddler in real life, when they fall down to the ground, they tend to cry. Really loud.
I know I would if especially because in my case, if I fell from something like that, I wouldn't have fell on purpose there. Or even if I did fall, like I don't know no better. Yeah, after that, I don't think I'd be doing it no more.
It'll be a lot worse if the toddler land on his or her head.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh boy.
I know it'll be. I know that's fatal.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just say so.
Like that toddler needs help.
It's like, well, I've taken I've taken him to all the different positions and everything. They say nothing's wrong with him, so and he'll speak when the time is right. So until then, let's go meet our next one.
If I was one of the physicians, I would examine it further.
Yeah, at least I could understand him not talking. Maybe but yeah, at least examine why he's jumping off the bed. Can we look into that at least? Yeah, because I'd be concerned.
You never know. It might be an early stage of autism. Who knows?
Well, the non-speaking part probably, yeah, yes. But yeah, I would think even an autistic person, I put it this way, if they fall the first time, I'm pretty sure they would remember that at least. Anybody would remember the pain felt there.
Yes.
Like, ow. It'd be like Tom Cat and Tom and Jerry.
Yes.
When he had got hurt by something earlier, and when he saw it again, he stopped it. And then you look in his speech bubble, you see him plus this equals ow!
Pain.
Yeah. Plus equals. Yeah. I'd have one of those moments. So then there's the next kid, Carrie. who's the little cheerleader, of course.
And sort of an overachiever that she wants to please anyone, including her parents.
Oh yeah, sort of like a female Robin.
Yes.
From Teen Titans there.
Like she doesn't want to let her parents down.
And she's really adorable.
Yes.
Yeah.
The middle child.
Oh yeah, that could be another reason why she's striving so hard to get their attention.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like the middle child always seems like the one that's always trying to get the attention, and it seems like it's the hardest for them to get the attention.
Yeah, like their main focus is the oldest child and the youngest child. Especially the youngest child when it comes to the world.
Yeah, the whole newness and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, and then in some cases the older child. Well, we're getting there.
Yes.
Yeah. Molly is a free spirit, a rebel.
A rebellious free spirit that keeps her room a mess.
Yeah, sort of like female version of Junior from My Wife and Kids.
Except she has an egg sandwich on her table that hasn't been eaten.
At least Junior had a pizza.
I know in real life, ants and roaches will be all over that sandwich.
Yeah,
and would smell worse.
And probably more so over the pizza.
Yes.
Yeah, a free flow living environment. Yeah. Well, at some point, some needs to clean up this environment a little bit.
I know Medea wouldn't like this.
Yeah, I think Big Mama is like it's like a softer version of what Medea would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Big Mama can put her foot down, but yeah, compared to Medea, yeah, she's kind of like a watered down version of Medea there.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of that is because they're the type of people that these two are when it comes to discipline there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Medea is pretty much just get right to hardcore there. Yeah. So,
and the oldest star almost looks sort of distant.
And we all know who she's played by too.
Yeah.
Is a Kat Dennings. If you don't know who that is, think about the first Thor movie. Jane's assistant,
Darcy.
Darcy. Yeah, the one that played Darcy. So this was 5 years before she played Darcy. She was a teenager in the Barbie family. and
a rebellious one.
Yeah, so we go from so I guess we'll find out how she goes from a rebel teenager to going around with Jane and Selvig chasing Thor. And then later in WandaVision, hanging out with Vision in a big van. What am I doing? Talking to you?
It's like he's aware.
Pretty much. Well, he is a synthoid there, a synthetic android. So
yeah.
Yeah. So So after all of that, it's time. Of course, we gotta have the investigation. Of course, there. He manages to get some information from Tom Fuller's office, and but he's still got to do some physical investigation on the field. Well, first I gotta get through the chores for the next day.
Let's just say she did a terrible job with the chores, especially with the laundry. And, yeah, and putting all of their laundry in the trash. Ooh. I know if it was my laundry, I'd be angry.
Oh.
I would definitely find out. Like, where's my laundry? You
wouldn't be the only one. I think we'd both be angry. Because let me tell you guys something. When it comes to that laundry, any of y'all seen Amazing Spider-Man 2? The Aunt May in that Spider-Man? I do the laundry in here ever since you were a little baby.
I know our kids wouldn't do this because we would teach them better.
So I'm the laundry sheriff in this house. Yeah, though for the wash and the dryers.
The laundry sheriff.
Pretty much. Oh yeah, so yeah, I'd be pretty ticked too.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, yeah, she rushes through the. Yeah, this is one thing I have to. Okay, I know you want to get to the investigation as quick as possible, but don't you think, in order to stay undercover with the family, undercover, investigating this family and everything and seeing what's going on and avoid any suspicions, you might want to do them right the first time. Yeah, though, because there's also her spraying the dog with perfume instead of giving him a bath.
My best advice for you is just wake up very early to do the chores and then go to your investigation. I know it'll be hard, but the chore important stuff has to be done first before you have to get to your main chore, which is the investigation.
Right.
Your main errand.
And I also, now I get that she did have quite a bit on those red pegs there, but still, yeah. Because that's all part of keeping, from any suspicion being raised. And we know that he did learn a lot of different things, to do in the first movie, but but just to know, it's not so much the fact that he's forgotten what he learned in the first movie, like cooking and all that.
He's just rushing things.
Yeah, because remember earlier he mentioned mentor Doug Hudson got killed, so his focus is on avenging his mentor, of course.
Yes.
Oh yeah. So he does get to investigate Tom Fuller's office. He has to bring Andrew with him, of course, the little baby, because obviously he ain't gonna leave a baby home alone. And manages to log in on a conversation between Tom and one of his associates, Bishop, who is a surfer dude. No, man, I'm out of here. Like, this is totally bogus, dude.
Imagine Tom Fuller was speaking to one of the Ninja Turtles. Maybe Donatello, since he's the tech nerd.
I guess. Oh boy. I guess helping him get the intelligence of on that program.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Donatello's the tech dude. I guess this guy who he's talking to, though, Bishop, is sort of like a combination, I guess, of Donatello and Michelangelo. Because, yeah, he knew the tech stuff, but he was a surfer. He got that Michelangelo surfer dude in him. Sort of a combination of the both.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, he's able to get a little bit there, but not too much, and yeah, I noticed Andrew was really looking at his dad really closely when they came face to face, and that, like, hello, son. It's like, okay, does Andrew know some things about that we need to know?
Even though he doesn't speak.
Yes. That's what makes him. That's what makes that really raises the mystery there. You make it wonder, what does he know? What do you know?
Even though he's 2 years old.
Yeah, but you know what they say: never underestimate your opponent.
Yeah.
Do not. And they say I'm like this. Hey, it say anything can happen.
And you almost have the memory of an elephant, since elephants never forget.
Sort of like the elephant that got mad at Oscar and Proud Family.
Yeah.
It's a big old jumbo. We should have called him old Dumbo. Yeah.
Same goes with kids. They never forget certain things, depending on what it is.
Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah.
They never forget. It could be a memory.
Sometimes it can. Sometimes it seems like they may forget something, but then all of a sudden, you ever had that moment you had like a memory from way back?
Yes.
And you never did think about it again, and you never thought of it. Then all of a sudden, just at some random moment, hey, I remember when I did that.
Yeah.
Just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, sort of like when a person all of a sudden randomly has a thought of, Hey, you ever wonder? Hey, you guys ever wonder why in the third movie of Cars why McQueen was like the way he was?
Like what?
That's so weird.
Mm.
Yeah. or something random like in the goof. Like, hey, you ever wonder why we wear gloves in the hot tub, Goofy? Our world is weird.
Don't get me started with the Flintstones logics.
Yeah, but like SpongeBob, I don't question it. I just pretty much accept it as this is a Stone Age universe that does things like we do. So,
If we're in the Stone Age, why do we have electricity?
because it's a Stone Age alternate dimension that just magically has this stuff the same way SpongeBob does underwater.
Like fire underwater?
Uh-huh.
And it doesn't go out.
Pretty much, even although they have said that there are some things that can cause fire underwater, though.
Oh.
In real life, it's
Yeah.
some type of sulfur or something.
Yes.
Yeah, look more into it. There, I'm just saying. But there is some studies out there that Steven Hilbert found.
Yes. That you can make fire underwater.
Hmm. Yep. So apparently, we go into Carrie's situation as a dance. Well, it's dance line. Yeah, I think dance line or maybe a little cheer. Yeah, but
Cheer or dance could be a both. A combination of both cheer and dance line.
Mhm.
Well, if it was cheer, they would have pom poms.
oh yeah, so it's probably more dance line.
Yeah.
Well, they got quite an interesting song. I like big butts and I cannot lie.
The way it sounds, it looked more appropriate for high school.
Yeah, kind of an odd choice for an elementary school there.
I know in real life, public schools wouldn't play that.
Yeah, obviously movie magic.
Yeah.
But
They wouldn't play anything that involves twerking in
course.
real life.
Oh yeah,
They're trying to play it safe.
especially nowadays.
Yes.
Of course, that doesn't really help much. Even in playing it safe, they suck at dancing.
Yes. The two teachers who instructed them.
Yeah,
It's
and
like they haven't danced before in their life.
makes me wonder how they got this position though. And
I know. I bet they were desperate because they need something with some pay. I bet they got paid lower, I guess.
Or maybe the school has low expectations there, and probably like you said, low pay and low expectations.
And maybe a low budget.
Yeah, that could probably explain it.
That the original instructors may have quit because they want a better pay.
Ouch.
That's why I assume.
Well, apparently Carrie, because like we say, she's an overachiever and she's really trying to do her best amongst all these others that's not doing so good. And she kind of has a bit of a breakdown that's where she explains to Big Mama that the reason that she's even doing this in the first place so her dad would notice her and not think of her as just oh, hey, what was it she said there in the breakfast? I mean, when he asked why Dad didn't take him to school.
I think because we're a distraction to him, I guess.
Oh no! Wait, I know what it was. Say he won't think of me a nonsense there.
I noticed throughout the movie, her own dad never interacted with her throughout the movie. Just Andrew and her
sister.
Yeah, and his oldest daughter. That's it. No interaction between him and Carrie.
Yeah, and
I noticed that throughout the film.
Yeah, and like I say, we are gonna find out why that is there. Because like I said before, he's not he's not trying to be a bad person or anything. There's not, and there's no abuse or anything like that. But yeah, it's just lacking of time, which of course, like what we find out later, is of course due to something going on. That's sort of a life or death situation there. He's actually trying to protect the family from. So, yes. Like I say, it's one of those, it's not a completely one-sided story.
Well, if you have a family of, let's just say, more than 5 children, for example, it might be hard to get attention from parents from time to time, for parents to notice you.
Oh,
because
yeah.
of a whole lot of children in the house.
Oh, yeah.
A really big family.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard to get attention from your own parents. And hard to get noticed and recognized.
Yep. So like the Jacksons.
Yeah. I know what is easier with less than 4.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, in this case, there's something else going on there.
Yeah.
So, Big Mama decides to cheer her up a little bit, teaching her some moves. Yes, of course they do it better than what I just did.
Yes.
Because even Andrew's impressed. Yeah, Andrew knows some things here.
Yeah.
I know he's learning some things, but he knows some things already upon what he's learning.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, because of the reactions he gives at certain things. However, the coaches catch sight of what Big Mama's doing. Say, could you help us? We suck.
At least they were honest.
Yeah, they say the first step to recovery is confession.
Yes.
So yeah, they got that. They got at least they're not in denial.
Like, I am better at this. Watch me. I'm better.
Yeah. So I give them credit. I give them credit for confessing. Yeah, that's a lot of credit there. Most people would actually, like Squidward, for instance.
Yes.
I didn't play any wrong notes. Yeah.
Don't get me started when Squidward cooks.
Well, some episodes they have him cook and then some he doesn't. Yes.
He's just terrible at cooking.
Yeah, when it's convenient. So of course, yeah, a little bit later they get back home. There's a boy trying to sneak around named Chad, trying to sneak to see Molly. But of course, Big Mama busts him there, and says to Molly, you know, I get she's trying to be disciplinary, and I bet you Dia probably would have really been hard.
Yeah.
But I got Mace. Now I'm not sure. I don't think she meant that toward Molly though, like using it on her.
Yeah.
I think she meant like, you know, maybe like the boy might try something on Molly, and yeah, I got a back off, boy. Something like
the boy might attack her.
Yeah, or do something, or maybe not so much attack, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, teen hormones.
Yeah.
The fact, and then and not to mention she's the teenager, but like, you are 19. This girl is 15. You must be stuck on stupid.
Ooh.
Yeah, and duly note. Well, this is 2006, so yeah. If this movie had came out years later, well, only if Michael Bay was directing it, he probably would pull out a Romeo and Juliet license, so, like what that boy did in the 4th movie, Age of Extinction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what I would say to that license there, like also just say our daughter, say like 16 or 15, and her boyfriend come home and like, how old are you, son? 20.
He's gonna rip the license?
Like this the license here, right? I know age difference, but Romeo and Juliet lost.
What's that? You gonna rip it?
This was like, okay. It's a nice little license here. There's one problem though. That don't apply in this house. or with our daughter. So sorry, son. I'm not. Is a 20-year-old underage. I don't take that risk here. Nope.
I know you want our daughter to stick with boys by her own age level.
Right in this. Yeah, especially when they're minors too.
Yeah. Nothing over 17.
Right. Yeah, like I said. Yeah.
I mean, no one over 17.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, and yeah, also, now I know there's some cases where you do have the 2-year age difference between them, but only if you've met while you were still in grade, like both of y'all were already dating there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, you know, you got, like, say, 14 to 15-year-old, something like that, you know? Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, you've already been, but not like, okay, my 16-year-old come home and this the first time I'm seeing the boyfriend, and here come this big 20-year-old.
Oh.
Nope. Yep. So of course, yeah, it looks. Big Mama tries to cut back out to investigate more, of course. But this, he's got intel, you know, because of the fact that his associate was a surfer dude. They're going to the mall to meet up again outside the office. So, however, he's at the mall investigate, you know, eyeing them out as Malcolm, of course. He done ditched the Big Mama wear. However, it looks at the same now during all this, Sherry had been getting some had been finding some things, as well. And the big thing that really put her on what she's about to get into right now is when Malcolm tried to call her while he was, you know, watching the dance practice. Just now I was thinking about it. Carrie, I gotta go.
That she thinks he's cheating on him, on her. That's what cheating on her.
Yeah, with someone named Carrie. Well, even though we know Carrie's the little girl, but yeah, she's thinking like another woman. And being that. And how does Sherry find him at the mall where he's at? Well, agents have trackers in their phone, and yeah, after hearing that Carrie line, she goes up to one of the agents at the bureau and is like, "Where's Malcolm's phone?" Every agent has a tracker embedded in their phone. Wait, how do you know that? Yeah, and I don't know what it is, but why that agent had a baby doll in his office there?
Me either. She did admit that her feet is really swollen. She's 8.5 months pregnant, and she went to the bathroom 52 times in one day. 52 times.
Oh dear.
I guess you have to. I guess when you're pregnant, you go a lot because of the water you drink.
Oh, and I guess that's an indication of, you know, closer to the water break in there.
Yeah.
Well, because of that, she finds him. Oh boy, he tries to hide a little bit in order to try to catch up to Bishop and Fuller again, but that don't quite work. Even when he gets assistance from an old man. Wife, been there.
I guess the guy in the scooter must have been a widower.
Wouldn't it be? You know how Stan Lee always makes a cameo in his Marvel movies?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be funny if that was Stan Lee?
Yeah.
just out of nowhere.
I know he was around back then.
Mm-hmm. Wife, I've been there. Excelsior. Yep. So. But of course, she finds out that it's not an affair, and he's on the case because two of the agents that are also in on this case, and finding out that Malcolm is here, FBI, and yeah, might want to advise Malcolm a better way to store your costume there, buddy. It's the fact that they found it so easily.
And I know Cher was mad.
Yep.
And you thought his day gets worse. It's even get worse when Mrs. Fuller found out about the laundry.
And a lot of other stuff there.
Like the dishes are not clean, and the kids are just going their own way.
Yeah, that apparently Carrie also had a violin lesson after dance there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's quite a schedule for the little one there.
It's like she's overworking her children.
Yeah, in a way, and I think, which also, because I'm pretty sure Carrie probably had a say in what, because I mean, like she mentioned with the dancing, she wants to get her dad's attention.
Yeah.
Maybe Carrie, it may not be so much all on the mom there.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, the mom, she probably got her overachievingness from the mom, because, yeah, mom seems to have a lot of expectations, even for Andrew. Mentioned about him going to Harvard there.
Don't get me started if all of her children work in the entertainment industry.
Oh boy,
with all the different projects.
It'd be the Jacksons.
Yeah.
Or the Smiths.
With all the different projects they have to do.
Oh boy. Well, I know they probably. Oh, yeah. I think I see what you mean there.
Yeah, and they won't have time to just be normal children. Depending on their situation.
Yeah. So yeah, even now, yeah, Mrs. Fuller might be a little responsible for a lot of the stuff on them, but I'm just saying a little responsible because I'm pretty sure because she she does have interaction with them, at least she tries to.
Yeah.
So I think Carrie from what it probably is on board with a lot of the stuff that she's in there.
Yeah.
Because she she feels like it'll please her parents. So yeah, that's probably the reason she's on board with a lot of this. So it's not completely one-sided there. Again, but of course, with this little debate, and even in a calm state, I can detect a very angry vibe from Mrs. Fuller there. Even though she's saying all this in a very calm state there.
I bet deep down inside she's angry, but she doesn't want to show it.
Pretty much, yeah. It's
like she's bottling her true emotions.
Probably because maybe she fears of the kids, she maybe don't want to look bad. Also the kid come down and sees her
upset.
Right, maybe. So
and throwing stuff.
Right, so she's trying to hold a certain, a good image for herself and everything.
Yeah.
And also, not just anger, but I think you also mentioned sadness too.
Yes. Sadness and disappointment.
Which is one reason why it hit a red button when, even though Big Mama was making a point, but it kind of was a bad time. When she said, "You mean keep them so busy that they don't notice you not around their house?" I shouldn't have said that. I want you to leave. You're fired.
Well, she hasn't fired her yet. She just said, "I just want you to leave."
Okay, so yeah.
She was getting close to fire. Maybe she will just think about firing her the next day. If she doesn't go her way.
Yep. Well, because of this, because he has to keep undercover here, he does all the chores and stuff overnight there.
Yes.
And even manages to finish things up the next morning with a big breakfast.
The breakfast that looked like it just came straight from a magazine.
Yep. And it's a really good breakfast, and that breakfast probably keep them really good and full, but but of course, later, where they're gonna get a good lunch from there.
King's Turkey Leg, 27 on Quinton and Hearn Avenue. We served up the delicious turkey leg, turkey wings, turkey necks. We have ribs. You can get the turkey leg stuffed with shrimp Alfredo, mac and cheese, and also you can get ribs with potato salad and beans. As we speaking here, I got one of my longtime customers coming up here. A nice young lady that's been with me for years. One of my favorite customers right there.
Y'all need to come on down to the King.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
Hey, so come on out to King's Turkey Leg, 2700 Quinton and Hearn. 318-617-1901. We are from from Thursday through Sunday, from 11 to 8. Come on out. Ain't no love like the King love. King love everybody. Peace.
Little old King, yeah. Say the King barbecue would definitely have them filled up from the tummy, just like the breakfast fills them up. Kings will fill them up later that day with some good old rib, turkey neck, and of course, he'll be coming in later with the nachos and snow cones.
It all depends on if they have room after eating that big breakfast.
Oh, or if not, hey, may not have to be lunch. May it could be dinner. Hey, too full for lunch. Hey, he'll be there for dinner. We'll be here. They here from 11 to 8. So well, they will be there. And especially with the busy schedule they have, and since Big Mama cooked the breakfast, yeah, why not have King cook the dinner? So, yep, good old King. So, of course, boy, and mentioning King make a thunder roll. So, of course, this sort of softens Mrs. Fuller a bit there, and even the fact of Pancho getting happy because Big Mama gave him tequila. Happy dog. However, and even helps out with the dance routine because they pay a surprise visit to the house.
Look, I'm starting to see redemption.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like I say, from both, it's kind of from both sides, Big Mama and Mrs. Fuller. So yeah, because as always one good thing, is all a little bit on both ends. So kind of a way of showing that nobody's completely perfect there. So with this redemption, Mrs. Fuller treats Big Mama out to a spa day. Yeah, spa day goes pretty much as you think it would there. Yeah. So, there's some scenes that sort of reenact. Remember when Sherry had got jam on her sweater, had to take it off.
Yeah.
Whip, 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 whip. Yeah. Then and at the end of that day, well, we know Bishop is going to be going to the beach to check out the waves. So let's take the kids to the beach. That way we keep an eye on them, have some fun, and still be able to do the investigation on Bishop. Oh boy, is that a scene with Big Mama at the beach?
Yes, a huge scene.
And we even get a guest appearance from Stedman.
Oh.
Nah, he's not Stedman. It's a guy.
Just a random guy.
Right. That'd be, if he had a Speedo, he'd be Stedman.
Oh.
Stedman, he's Stedman.
Well, and a parody.
Yeah, the
Stedman parody.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Where they had him like James Bond for some reason.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
And made Oprah look clueless in the parody.
Yeah, like I say, it's a parody of it there.
Yes.
Yeah. So apparently, we find out a little bit more about Molly. Seems like her with her family is her true self. Like she's content. Seems like with the dance line, she was. Of course, she had her phone out and everything, but she just kind of looked like she was enjoying, them dance break, just kind of being around her mom and everything, and as well as her siblings there.
Yeah.
But then she says, "I don't want to be here." Seems like her not wanting to be there is a mask.
It's like deep down inside she wants to be close with her family. Mm-hmm. She just wants that closeness. And she probably had this all the time, but I think the mask that she puts on is something that she started as she was getting older. Maybe she feels like if she becomes something different, maybe she could be accepted by a certain group. Not just closest, but also she needed love. Yeah, and you know what? I'm glad you pointed that. Just like with Carrie trying to get attention from Dad, yeah. Maybe that might be Molly's way of getting the attention. Love. Yeah, but she's acting as if she doesn't care. Yes. Yeah, maybe that's her way of getting attention there. Yes.
Never know. Kids have different ways of saying stuff. Definitely got our attention. So, well, Big Mom. So it's a pretty good little talk between Big Mama and Molly there. About guys and stuff like that. But before she goes after Bishop, because Bishop tries to run, she does give Molly like, hey, if you need, just give me a call. Then, yep. And that is gonna come back soon there. But first, let's get this Bishop guy. Yeah, and once Malcolm chases down Bishop there, Bishop tries to get away by jumping off onto a ship. When I first saw this, I thought Bishop was purposely trying to kill himself.
Oh.
Turns out he was just trying to escape, but him dying was an accident.
Because he landed on something sharp on the ship.
Yeah, and I didn't. Yeah, we just noticed that when we watched this for the review. Because the Google pointed this out.
Yes.
That he hits the ship by mistake. That wasn't where he was trying to land. He hits the top, and then it bounces him onto the barb.
Ooh.
Which pierces him, sort of like Loki's staff into Phil Coulson.
Ouch. I know that's painful.
Yeah, and you could even hear it too before they show it.
I know he was in a panic state when he jumped.
Yeah, because he stated that the people that him and Tom Fuller were trying to, do what they were doing, who they were working for. These were some dangerous folks. Then he rat on them. They'll kill him.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was in just as much danger as Tom Fuller. Yeah, so they were both of them seemed like victims.
Oh, they were.
Mm-hmm. So how's Big Mama going to get the information now with apparently Bishop no longer, pretty much, like I say, accidentally dead there?
Yeah. If he was still alive, he would got information from him.
Yeah. Well,
I guess that's why superheroes don't kill their enemies, because they try and get information out of them.
That, and also their moral code.
Yes.
Moral code. Yeah.
As with Superman's case, he had to kill Saad because he doesn't want to endanger more people. He doesn't want to see more people getting killed.
The life or death situation.
Yes.
Yeah, that's sort of like what Zordon tells the Power Rangers: don't escalate it unless you're forced to.
Yes, and I know Superman feel really guilty about it.
Him, and then don't forget Batman from the animated series.
Yes.
When he didn't kill nobody, but he pulled out a gun to defend himself.
And deep down inside, he was scared.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So how are we gonna do? Well, we have to take the family to a place where Big Mama can be in control. How about the bingo hall? Well,
would have been nice if Malcolm did say bingo when he saw that ad.
Oh yeah, like Yo-Lee from Digimon 02.
I bet it's why he wanted to say bingo.
Bingo, bingo. Well, it seems like they're in control, other than the people shushing them.
Yes. Well, Big Mom did say that people in bingo tend to be very tense.
And testy kind of.
Tense and testy. That they're keeping their focus on the bingo numbers in order to win some money.
Yep. Well, just as he's starting to get more information from Tom, well, we get a visit from an old nosy neighbor from the first movie in a drunken stupor. Yeah. Yeah, apparently she's mad because she feels Big Mama stole her man, Ben Riley. Yeah, remember Ben Riley who was hitting on Big Mama?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we go back to the first movie, let's just say since Big Mama had turned him down.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say some kind of way. Well, actually, it was Malcolm as Big Mama turned him down and left out the room.
Yeah.
But when the real Big Mama showed up, she caught Ben with this nosy neighbor.
Oh.
You too? Oh, heck no! Had to be. I can explain. Yeah. So I don't know what happened after that, but okay. Which, then again, she was drunk, so. Yeah, I mean, really drunk too. Girl couldn't even fight right.
And she fainted.
Yeah, she tried. She took
Out of exhaustion.
2 licks, which accidentally hit Tom, poor guy.
Yeah.
Trying to get them to settle down. And yeah, that's when she went down. So, but then Andrew says his first bingo, but he says some other words too. Malcolm. No,
Stake out. Investigate.
Turner. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. The F. So, yeah, and him saying bingo kind of relaxed everybody from the tension of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think when Big Mama covered his mouth, it seemed like Andrew understood,
Like, shh.
like, okay, I'll just say bingo.
Keep quiet.
Like, okay, I'll just say bingo then.
Like Andrew is aware of what's going on.
Seems like he is. Smart kid.
I think his brain's starting to develop, but at his own pace, slowly.
Yeah, like I say, yep, in a way, other than the falling from the bed there,
Yeah.
yeah, in a way you could. They don't clarify that in the movie, but he could possibly be autistic there, because, like I say, they say, they know a lot of stuff, but they just have a different way of processing that,
Yeah.
which, to the norm seems like, what's wrong with them? So, just letting y'all know, don't be so quick to judge. Yeah, and speaking from someone with ADHD, yeah, kind of can understand it a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, apparently Tom has to go because, well, he doesn't have a choice. And so Big Mama goes with him, and they finally get the main piece of information they get, which is the code word Sooners.
Almost similar to Spooners if you had to pee. Spooners.
Oh boy.
Sooners.
Well, if I knew it sooner. Well, just as they're about to crack this code, a little bit later, we get Malcolm gets a call from Molly. Of course, he has to answer his Big Mama. Turns out she's at a club, but she's really scared, and she was asked to come there, but she don't know. But now, yeah, that's one reason why she's scared, because of course it was Chad that asked her, and she don't see him nowhere. Yeah, so of course he goes there, even with the other agents. Like, wait a minute, we're about to solve this debate. What do you care about some bratty teenager? Nobody mess with Big Mama's babies.
Almost like don't mess with Medea's children.
Oh yeah, oh, don't get me started there.
Yes.
You know that another thing they got in common. Yeah, Medea will defend the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will definitely. She's rough. She's hard, disciplined, but she will defend. But she will defend the children in need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing you definitely can count on her for, as well as Big Mama. Yeah. So of course Big Mama gets there, and turns out Chad was not the one that texted her there. Because obviously she texted him back like, "Hey, where you at?" Chad gets there like, "Wait a minute, I didn't send you a text to come here. Wait, if you didn't send it, then hey, that guy works for my dad."
Uh-oh.
And her and Big Mama get kidnapped. Oh dear. And however, fortunately, Big Mama does manage to help them escape. Once they get to the site, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they do have a little time to have a little small discussion where we find out that Chad's not really 19. Yeah, it was a fake ID.
Oh.
And the time he said he spent in juvie, he was at math camp. So, So yeah, it looks like Molly wasn't the only one wearing a mask.
Oh, Chad's wearing a mask too.
Pretty
That's gonna
much.
reveal his true personality, which is sort of a nerd.
Yeah, I guess they both want. I guess they were both trying to fit in with the cool kids.
Yes.
Like, hey, we tough. You know. But you know, as one thing we can take from this, be yourself. Yep. And I think Molly will definitely take on to that after this movie. Yep. And she even convinces, you know, I guess when Big Mama says, I guess people aren't always who they say they are. Sort of a little something from the first movie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're sort of like you. I mean, I never thought you'd turn out to be such a cool friend.
Aww.
So, of course, the two of them are able to escape. Big Mama, of course, whoops some butt. saves her dad on a little jalopy.
Yeah.
Some thing, what they call it, the
A motorboat.
motorboat.
I don't know what it's called.
Well, she uses it to save them. And,
Yes.
yeah, and boy, is Tom impressed.
Like she's the best nanny ever.
Yeah, man, you have a nanny that can do all this. Yeah, and they do get all the bad guys.
Yeah.
And of course he reveals to Tom that he was Malcolm undercover. And at the same time he does save him because they were about to arrest Tom, but like wait, they forced him to. They said if he didn't do it, they'd kill his family. So no arrests.
So he was being framed.
Pretty much, or as Malcolm say, forced.
Oh, forced.
Forced, or another way of going at threatened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now at least Tom is free to roam,
Yes.
and obviously with all this cleared up, he can be back with his family.
Yeah.
Yep. And they all get to see Carrie and her dance off. Even Big Mama shows up.
One last time.
Oh yes. And yeah, and there's even a heartfelt letter from her after all the movie ends there.
Like she's like I didn't get a chance to tell you goodbye in person, but I just want to write you this letter.
And Malcolm and Sherry have their baby.
Which is a boy.
Oh yes, it's a boy.
That's it.
And the last thing said, you never know when Big Mama might return. I guess that's a hint to the third movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they say in the MCU, Malcolm will return as Big Mama.
Yeah.
In Big Mama 3. Oh yeah, there's a trilogy.
Yeah.
So, but that's the end of that part of the story, though. Where, like I say, the stakes were risen, and we got to see Big Mama meet Barbie and Ken.
Yes, in another universe. If they were middle-aged with children.
Oh yeah. Overall, I really I love the first Big Mama House movie, and I actually like this one even more. Sure, there's some nitpicks in both of them, but yeah, this actually is even better than the first one there, with especially with the outcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it definitely gives you a look into spending more time with your family and what sometimes goes on in the family if sometimes if you're not aware of it, things you take for granted, or maybe or in some cases because of miscommunication you might maybe not be aware of how certain ones in your family are feeling. Yep. And it's not this, and like I say, it could be anybody, like this one thing, especially with Tom and Leah, shows that this could happen with any family, not so much, it's a bad family, but, like I say, nobody's perfect, and some, even parents have to learn sometime. Yeah. and as well as also Malcolm learned some things about him and Sherry as well. Yeah. So,
the first movie is like Malcolm. You know that Malcolm is just starting off as dressing up like Big Mama in order to do his job, but as the years goes on, you could see that his costume evolved a little. Like they making it more realistic,
especially with the spa scene.
Yeah, and I noticed it's more family. The second sequel is more family oriented than the first movie because it involves children who needs more attention towards their own parents because they never get attention because they are so busy doing other things in order to please their parents, but they missing that connection. But if Big Mama wasn't there, their connection will be lost and they will still be disconnected. That'll be a hard time finding that connection unless they will look inside themselves. Mm-hmm. It's all about self-discovery.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's definitely an important factor there.
And Malcolm himself even found some self-discovery towards him since he's welcoming a new child in the world with Sherry.
Right, from his time spent with this family there, kind of taught him some things.
Yeah, I think the main point of the second sequel is self-discovery and spending more time with your family.
Right, like with the first movie, it was the fact of him getting a family.
Yes, and mainly getting a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Which led to him, having a family later.
I guess the first one is like finding love, finding the right person.
Pretty much.
To be with you for the rest of your life.
Pretty much, and then of course, just like with Shrek 2, what happens after ever after.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's like what happens outside your comfort zone.
Oh yes.
That you need to discover more from.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, the movie was more funnier than the first.
Oh yeah, definitely, and like I say, and definitely some higher stakes in it too. There.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could with the type of crooks we were dealing with there, and also the whole thing with the effects it was having on the family, as well, mostly the dad there.
I know the first one dealing with Lester, who was a bank robber and maybe a murderer, I think, and the second one is dealing with hackers.
Oh, yeah, hackers and terrorists, yeah.
Hackers and terrorists.
Mm-hmm. Yep, sort of stepped up the game, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what the fur will be like. I bet the stakes might be really high for the fur film. Well, I can't wait.
We'll have to find out there.
Yeah.
Yep. But we'll have to find out there. Guess,
and it would have been nice if we saw more of Trent in the movie because we've seen less of him.
I know a lot of that was because of him with that other family and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. But maybe they'll make up for it in the third movie.
Yeah, spending more time with Trent.
Yeah. Who knows? But we will definitely find that out there.
There's so many possibilities to go into.
Hmm. Yep. Is there anything else to add about that?
I think that's it.
Well, that's it for this one there. Like I say, we, of course, we don't have the third one yet. We have to wait on Netflix.
Yeah.
But when we get it, it will come. So until then, we will make sure you like what you saw. Definitely like, share, subscribe. Let all your friends know and everything, friends and family. Buy some of our available comic books, including the new ones out, as well as support us on Patreon. Yeah, definitely do that. And you can even sponsor a video just like our buddy King did, with King's Barbecue. Yeah, definitely. So definitely feel free to do that. And we will see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
My.